Good morning everyone. This is Usha Kiran and welcome to the review of The Man in the High Castle. Hey Chapra! Hello guys, this is Usha Kiran and today we're going to talk about The Man in the High Castle. When I say Man in the High Castle, it doesn't mean the book Man in the High Castle. This is about the season 1 and the season 2 released by Amazon Prime Video with 20 episodes, 10 each. That is now up, and on the wake of the release of the third season, which is going to come soon, let's talk about the first and the second season that have been already released. So before we start about how the book is, for those who are interested in the specifications of the book, here is a chart. You can pause the video and look it up. For starters, this is not a review in the fullest sense. This is more like a recommendation guide. All the Indian subscribers of Amazon Prime Video, the choice of Indian content is quite narrow because the content is quite scarce. So if you have an Indian subscription of Amazon Prime Video, or if you don't, what are you doing if you don't have an Amazon Prime subscription? I suppose you should close the video right now and get one because it is worth it. So, the premise. This series belongs to a genre called alternative history. So alternative history is something like historical fiction, but it is more fiction than historical fiction, because in historical fiction we find that the history is somewhat true, but the fiction is, well, it's fiction. But in alternative history we find that the history is fiction and the fiction is fiction as well. So this is something like fictional historical fiction. The backdrop. The story happens in the year 1962 and the book happens in the year 1962 as well, and this 1962 is from an alternate universe, which means the World War II has been won by not the Allies but Germany and Japan, which essentially means that Hitler basically rules most part of the world, which sounds terrible, but it is actually cool to see. We're not going to talk about the story or the characters because that's already been covered before, and I believe that it's better for you to see it first rather than hear from a reviewer and then look it up. So the most important part of the video, highlights. So when we talk about highlights, one of the most important things that each and every person who has watched the series talks about is graphics or the visual effects. And these visual effects are fantastic. They are up to the standard of big budget Hollywood pictures, and the graphics are fantastic, but they're always done in the background. So more emphasis is given on the story, which is fantastic and it is gripping. And the best part of it is, even if this episode, each and every episode is around 1 hour long, you find that you might get bored at the point of 30 minutes or 40 minutes, but at the end, each and almost every episode in the entire series has a cliffhanger end. See, you immediately have the urge to look for the next episode, and this is one of the most binge watch worthy web series that have come so far. The best part of this web series is that the story is gripping, and it always creates a sense of tension in the viewer, especially in the last part of every single episode, and it is seriously worthy of a binge watch. And the third season is coming up the next month, and I'm really excited to see it. And I seriously suggest for those who have an Amazon Prime account to definitely not miss on this series. This is a fantastic series, and if you have anything to say, please let me know down below in the comments, and thank you for watching this video.